welcome back to the channel. So today's a very exciting day for me, for the channel, because I've been wanting to do this video for a really long time. As you can see, we're in a new corner of the home. This is my brand new shelf of my anime figures that have finally escaped from my cupboards and into a shelf. So yeah, I'm really excited to introduce every one of them to you today. I'm like very proud of my collection. So yeah, let's get started. The lighting may be a little terrible, so I might turn on a few lights, different lights here and there. But yeah, so let's get started. So I want to introduce the shelf itself. So this is I was trying to get a detolf, but looks like IKEA has sort of discontinued the detolf. So I've gone with their replacement for the detolf, which is a Blaliden. Hopefully I'm getting that right. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that correctly. It's an okay shelf. I would prefer if the edges weren't that thick, but I guess there were some safety issues with the detolf, so they had to remove it and provide us with the replacement. But yeah, it was according to the manual, it's literally like a two-person job, but it was easy enough to assemble just by myself. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so let's start on top of the shelf. So behind I have this ufotable Demon Slayer and Goku sort of box set. It has some like pins and some artwork on the inside. I just thought it looks cool behind Gojo. So we have a full Jujustsu Kaisen event happening here. So we have Gojo Satoru, the main figure. This one is the E-Stream figure. I think it's a 1/7 scale. If I'm not wrong, it's from E-Stream. It's a Shibuya Scramble figure. It's maybe one of my most prized possessions. I love this figure so much. I actually brought it like in my hand luggage when I moved from the US. So I am super excited that I have this in my collection. And then around Gojo, obviously we have Yuji and Nobara and Megami and another Gojo. These are all the nendoroids, standard nendoroids, and Gojo is the first nendoroid version. He's not the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 or the new student version. The one Jujutsu Kaisen nendoroid that I'm like really wanting in my collection, actually not one. So I want Toji and Chozo. So, and maybe also like a Geto at some point. Yuta also. So we'll see when we can, find those out in the wild. But yeah. Also, I wanted to have Gojo out because I have a lot more figures that I wanted to put inside, and also like he's like my pride and joy. So he's obviously outside where everyone can see. I think E-Stream did such a good job on this figure. Like I think as far as I've seen a lot of the reviews, there have been not many quality issues, and the like painting and the shading and the expression, it's all so good. So if anyone is looking to pick up a single Gojo figure, like a scale figure, I would say to go with the E-Stream one, because I usually keep up, even though I'm not buying, I still like to see figure news, and I don't think I've seen one that's like really catching my attention like this one did. So highly recommend the Gojo E-Stream one. Alright, so shelf number 1 has a couple of scale figures, and then all of the others are nendoroids basically. Alright, so let's go through them. I have 2 scale figures from Attack on Titan. Obviously Eren Yeager, Levi Ackerman. And these are the Artifacts J Kotobukiya 1/7 scale figures. I think my favorite thing about them is obviously the expression is great, the paint job is great. They really hold up over time. Like so far I've not had any like yellowing or like the figures becoming unbalanced or anything like that. But they're like really durable, so highly recommend. Unfortunately, I don't have the Mikasa one. She looks great as a set with these two. One day I'll also get Mikasa, and then the set will be complete. So right next to Attack on Titan, we have a bit of a weird juxtaposition with the MXTX, my MXTX figures. So I have Sholian and Watson from Tengon Shifu, which is Heaven Official's Blessing, and that is from Good Smile Company. I think it's like like after Gojo, is like my favorite figure in my collection. So I love all of MXTX's novels, and you will see like I have figures for all 3 of my favorites. So that is the Until I Reach Your Heart version. I think that's what it's called. It's from Good Smile Company, and I think it's I don't know. It's not a scale figure technically. It's like a cheapy version, but it's just so beautiful. So I have like nothing but good words to say about it. The leaves on it, like when you're trying to move stuff, just be careful because the green leaves are like a little bit. The glue job is not amazing, so be a little bit careful around it. But otherwise, spectacular figure. The detailing is so good. But also one more like mini annoying thing I would say is that Shirley-an is very difficult to attach on the branch. So I would say, you know, keep calm. You can do it, but it's gonna take some time. So yeah, and also like if you have noticed like the details, we had the fox on Shirley-an, but the bunny on Hwa-chung, which is like just a cute detail. Alright, so let's move on to the next figures. Alright, so the next 2 figurines are from the Modao Zish universe. We have Lan Mangdi and Wei Wuxian. These are not like from like official manufacturers. I got them on Etsy. They're literally from China, but I thought they were so cute. And they're like super affordable. So yeah, they actually like come with a lot more like moving parts. You get like some bunnies and some other like you can switch out these sort of things that they both have. So yeah, highly recommend. If you find them on Etsy, do get them. They also come like beautifully packaged, so highly recommend. All right, so just hidden underneath the more popular MXTX characters, we have the 2 folks from Focus. From Scum Villain Self-Saving System, we have Luo Pinghe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, maybe not. And also we have Shun Ching Cho. Probably not right. But yeah, so I watched the 3D anime adaptation on YouTube on Bilibili's channel. Not a happy camper. I love their story. So I hope they can get like a proper adaptation, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is like the humble MXTX collection. I think it looks pretty cute. Look at them. And that, and that. And that's my little MXTX collection. Alright, so next I want to focus on this little tiny hidden nendoroid right here. So, you guys probably don't know, but I'm a huge fan of Pochi Sensei, or like Ida Pochi, Pochimaru. So I love her art style. I have 2 figures from her. One of this is this Mamako nendoroid. Her basket just fell down as I'm literally filming this, so excuse me for that. But she's the mom from Do You Love Your Mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks. It's quite a name for a light novel. But I have neither read the light novel or the manga or watched the anime, but I just love Pochi Sensei, and that is why I have this nendoroid. End of story. Alright, so we've come to the end of the shelf. I have 5 nendoroids, so let's go from left to right. So leftmost nendoroid is our Osamu Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs pilot version. So I was thinking like, what do I get? Because I love Bungo Stray Dogs. It's maybe like one of my all-time favorite manga. The anime is good. And also like the Dazai voice acting is like chef's kiss. But like I was thinking like, do I get a normal Dazai or do I like wait for like the Mafia version, which they did release later? But I was like, well, let's be quirky, and I got this pilot version. So they also had like a Chuya. I think they have a Chuya set for this one, but I didn't end up getting it. Dazai is like my most favorite character, and I love Rampo. So maybe at some point I'll try and get an Edogawa Rampo nendoroid or whatever. But yeah, so that's Osamu Dazai pilot version. Then we have our wonderful Katerina Claes-sama from My Life as a Villainess. I think like I am a sucker for like a reverse harem anime, like a female lead, she has like a harem. I love those kind of anime, so I'm like always looking for things like that. So yeah, I love Katrina, and she's like ready to do farming in her best dress. So yeah. To complete my Attack on Titan set, I have this Levi nendoroid. The cleaning Levi nendoroid is like my all-time, like, it's so high on my wish list. You guys don't even have any idea of how high it is on my wish list. But yeah, I have this one for now, and I think like I own about 102 figures and nendoroids altogether. But I don't think I have had a more harder time putting together an nendoroid as I did with this Levi nendoroid, because his like ODM gear, I think that's what it's called, the silver stuff he has on his side, is ridiculously difficult to put together. Oh my god. Also Lily's hat just fell off. So yeah, I do not, if you want an Attack on Titan thingy in like your shelf, I recommend the Artifacts J ones. They have much more impact, and if you have the space, please go for it. Do not get this Levi nendoroid. It is so annoying. Although the one thing I do like about it is his cape has a lot of movable parts, so you can pose his blades any way you want. Like all of this has like a lot of joints in it, so his cape is very movable, which is nice, but that's the only nice thing about it. Alright, so up here we have maybe one of my top two, but they're close to the top, favorite nendoroids in my collection. So these two are obviously from Pokemon. We have Lana and Lily. So we have Lily and Cosmog, and Lana and Wishiwashi. So yeah, these are like, I do love Pokemon. I have a lot of nostalgia from watching Pokemon when I was younger. And I know that they have a lot of the Kotobukiya figures, which I so want. Especially the Serena one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll get them at some point. But yeah, for now, these are the only two Pokemon sort of figures I have in my collection, and I'm like really happy. I think they're like super cute nendoroids. And I think like the Lily's hat, the white one, is like a little unbalanced, so it's just difficult to display, but the Lana one is super cute. So if you guys don't have like a very specific, oh I don't like this trainer and I like this trainer, I would suggest Lana over Lily, because I think she's like, obviously Lily is a more recognizable trainer, but I think Lana is like super cute with her fishing pole and everything. So yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of my first shelf. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, so let's get into shelf number 2. So as you may have or may not have spotted, this entire shelf is dedicated to Haikyuu and nendoroids. So this is maybe the anime that I have the most figurines of, or nendoroids of. I also have a lot of like standees and general merch. Like Haikyuu is maybe my most favorite anime out there. I love all of the characters. It's maybe the only anime that I have rewatched all seasons of 5 times, because I don't get bored of watching that show. So yeah, let me take it from the top. Alright, so behind the shelf I have this awesome print. I don't remember the artist, but it came with part of like a zine. It's a beautiful print, and here's the full version of it. It has like all of the, basically it's all of the Team Japan characters like Atsumu, Saksa, Aran, and Hinata, Kageyama, bunch of them, Suna, all of them. So yeah, I thought it's like nice to have this art print behind since this entire shelf is dedicated to Haikyuu. So on the top most row I have 4 nendoroids, and 5 nendoroids. Let's go from left to right. So right on the left, a little bit hidden, we have our Karasuno setter Sugawara sensei. He's just there in the cheeky corner. I didn't have anywhere else to put him. Also, like, I wanted to put him and Daichi together, but I like couldn't really find space for like individual like slots, so I had to combine a lot of the nendoroids into one plate. So yeah, there we have Sugawara, cutely standing there with the ball. All right, just above Sugawara are our like favorite twins, Miya Asumu and Miya Osamu from Inarizaki Ai. They come with a bunch of like food eating like options. Like Osamu comes with like an onigiri. Atsumo comes also with like some ramen or something like that, which is so cute. So yeah, like I couldn't recommend the hiking androids enough. Like maybe I would say like Atsumo's hair could have had like a bit more shading, but it like kind of captures how ugly yellow his hair actually is. But yeah, so those are our Miya twins. And then we move on to our freak duo, Hinata and Kageyama. I really love this like sort of serving dynamic ball attachment that you get. This comes with Kageyama actually because he's the setter. And Hinata is like trying to get the ball. I have like their orange like away game or whatever, like the alternate jersey version, because I just couldn't find them with the black jersey version. And this was, I had this entire set before they re-released every single hiking android recently. So if you guys are looking to get hiking androids, now is the time, grab them. They have released every single one again. So you can like literally grab the entire set. Also, they have like some Haikyuu Nendoroid surprise announcements coming out, so I'm very excited about. I will definitely be trying to get the new surprise android, whatever it is. This is not a complete set. I don't have a lot of the uniform versions, but I think I have decent enough. I think I have all the characters that were ever released. I don't know if we ever got a Yamaguchi one. I'll have to check, but I think I have most of them. All right, on to the next row. So just coming down from Hinata and Kageyama, we have a random double captain duo. We have our Shiratori Sawa boy Ushiwaka, and we have Kita Shinsuke from Inarizaki. I just didn't have anyone else to put them with, so I had to like just randomly put them together, and it's like, it's whatever. The nice thing about the hiking is that actually all the team captains, Daichi, Kita, Ushijima, Uekawa, and Bokuto, all come with jackets. Obviously, Ushijima doesn't have his one right here, but yeah, I think that's like a nice little detail. Also, like I'm waiting for the day they release like a Tendo Satori one. Like, please, Good Smile, give us a Tendo Nendoroid, please. All right, so let's move a little bit to the left, and we have our Karasuno trio of Tanaka, Nishinoya, and Suki. So I obviously have Suki doing the middle blocking thing right there. And then Noya is doing the receiving, and then Tanaka is just being awesome in the corner right there. This was like really tricky to put 3 of them into a single like Nendoroid plate. But yeah, he did manage it somehow. And I also just realized that Tsukishima literally looks like he's the center of my Haikyuu universe here. Not my most favorite character. I think he's a little asshole, but it is what it is. It just ended up that way. I think Noya has like really cute face plates. He has like a ice cream one with his hair down. So maybe at some point I'll switch it out, but I rarely switch out Nendoroid plates, to be honest. I usually put them in initially in the ones that I really like. All right, let's move on. So coming down from them, we have our lovely Bokuto and Akashi duo, looking so cute. Bokuto doing his excited owl face, and Akashi doing his smug face. To be honest, I do love Bokuto's Nendoroid, but his head is like really disproportionate to his body because of his hair. And he does tend to be like very like, his head is super heavy, so his balance is a little bit, I feel like he falls over a lot. So I would say maybe look out for that with Bokuto's Nendoroid. But other than that, they're like really nicely done. I mean, who doesn't like, he's like there in like a handful of episodes, but like people are like, you know, love Bokuto. Like that's the like, I think magic of Haikyuu, that even characters that are like present only in like very few episodes, people already love them. All right, let's move on. So if we move a little bit to the side, we see our wonderful Oikawa Toru and Iwa-chan, Hajime. So yeah, what do I say? They're really cute duo, and we have Hajime showing off his muscles. I hope you can see that there on his this hand. He's had his sleeve rolled up and is showing off his muscles. Oikawa has a really cute faceplate, kind of similar to Hinata's, but I've been meaning to switch it out, but I just haven't found the time. I literally put the shelf together maybe this morning, and I completed shelving this afternoon before starting to film. But yeah, he has also a really cute faceplate. Oikawa has his alternate non-volleyball uniform version, which is very cute. He has the plaid pants, but I like the volleyball one way better. I think Seijo has one of the best uniforms, the white and aqua. It's my favorite combination, other than my #1 favorite school. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. Alright, so moving on the bottom step, we have our lovely Liev and Yaku from Nekoma. So Nekoma is my #1 favorite team in Haikyuu. Obviously I'm a big cat lover, and also Nekoma. But also I like the vibe of the team. I think they're so cool. Kenma and Kuro are two of my most favorite characters in the entire show. But also love Yaku and Liev, and here we have Yaku really getting into Liev. I love their dynamic, tiny Yaku and giant Liev. Very cute. Alright, so in the middle of my entire collection, we have our Kurasuno captain, Sugawara Daichi. He's actually balanced from Bokuto and Akashi's plate behind. I didn't have space to give him a plate of his own, and all of the Haikyuu plates are double size this, which makes it difficult to space. That's why I had to put Sugawara with the Miya twins and Daichi is here. But it's better having them this way than not having them out at all. So yeah. And last but not least, we have my favorite duo. We have the Kenma and Kuro duo. I wanted to show you guys something that is so cute that I thought I did with Kenma. I have him sitting on the volleyball, which is, I think, so cute. And he's looking up on his phone or playing games or whatever it is that he's doing. They come with 2 different cats. Kenma comes with a black one and Kuro comes with a calico cat. Yeah. That's my Haikyuu shelf. I think it's maybe the shelf that I'm most proud of in my collection. Because I think I have most of the characters. I wonder if they ever did a Yamaguchi one. I need to check. But I think I have all, if not most, of the Haikyuu nendoroids that were ever released. Alright. Second shelf done. Moving on to the third shelf. Alright, so we're here at my third shelf. Apologies if the lighting gets significantly worse. So we have 2 scale figures here, and the rest of all of them are nendoroids. And clearly I have a favorite scale manufacturer who is Artifacts J Kotobukiya. I just think they have good 1/7 scales and very affordable prices. So we have Shinobu Gojo from Demon Slayer and Benimaru from Fire Force. I haven't really kept up with Fire Force. Demon Slayer obviously I have kept up with, because who doesn't? So yeah, I haven't kept up with Fire Force, but I really like how dynamic this figure is. He has a little mop thingy behind him. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I think when I watched Fire Force, he comes later on in the season, but he's one of the characters that really gripped me. So yeah, I highly recommend getting his figure. Let me show you a little bit closer. Yeah, as you can see, he comes in with a little fire thingy in the bottom. His base is super cool. So is Shinobu's base. It's a purple swirly thing with butterflies on both sides. So yeah, highly recommend. Since we are in this angle looking at the shelf, let me show you the 2 hidden nendoroids, because I didn't have space for them. two Demon Slayer androids. We have Gyu Tomioka and Rengoku. Rengoku is having his little box of gyudon, Gyu with his crow. Yeah, at this point, like, would I love to have a second shelf? Yes. Also, do I have space? No. So this is what it is for now. They are like little hidden Demon Slayer androids, but since it's like a lower shelf, you can actually see them from the top, so I don't really mind it. We've reached the Fate section of my collection. So I have maybe like 7 or 8 Fate androids with me. Most of them are on this shelf, and only one is on the next shelf. So the first two are Karna and Arjuna from FGO. Obviously love them. I also own both of these characters on FGO. Also like cultural heritage significance and all. So yeah, we have Karna and Arjuna with their like nice, I think Fate androids maybe like one of the most well-made ones out there. So yeah, highly recommend getting Fate androids. So we have Karna and Arjuna. Moving on. Alright, so these are all of my remaining... No, there's one more Fate android that's not here, but these are my Fate androids. Clearly, I like my Fate boys. I have Enkidu, Gilgamesh, I think 3rd Ascension or 2nd Ascension version, Acha, and we also have another Gilgamesh. I think that's the like Fate Stay Night version. We have Ozymandias, our rider, and also we have our Castergil. So yeah, I think like I said for the Karna and Arjuna one, I think Fate androids, maybe some of the most well-produced androids out there. So but also if you're a Fate fan, there are a lot of nendoroids. So don't, like, one thing I would say if you're like into FGO and generally the Fate anime series or like visual novel, don't get like super into like I want to have every single Fate one. I think like with an anime like Haikyuu or Jujutsu Kaisen at this point it might be easier to collect, but I think Fate just has too many, like, insane number of nendoroids and figures out there, so just get the characters that you like. Alright, so let us move on. I just really hard hit my gill. Anyways, let's move on to the next shelf. Alright, so we are in the final shelf, but not the final set of figures because I have a lot of other figures around my house, which I will show. But this is the final shelf. We have this beautiful print, first off, like a Sakura fruits basket print. It's Toru in this wonderful outfit with a little tiny Chio in her arms. So pretty and like very aesthetic. Alright, so excuse me, first set of nendoroids here. So you guys might spot it, like Idol fans out there, say hi in the comments please. So I'm a fan of Idolish 7. I am not like a crazy fan, but I do love the songs and I have watched all the seasons of the anime. So starting from left to right, we have or like right to left, let me say, for your right. So we have Momo and Yuki from Rival. And then we have Sogo and Tamaki. Sogo and Tamaki. And then we have our two boys from Trigger. Like before I left, they did not release the 3rd Trigger member, who is Ryunosuke Tsunashi. So I only have Gaku and Kujo, like Gaku and Kujo 10. But also like later they released a bunch of like, so I know they put out a Nagi one. I still don't have a Riku, like an Anase Riku one or an Izumi one or a Yamato or like a Iori one. Like I really want to complete my idol collection, but it is what it is. Also we have another Fate nendoroid. This is Santa Lily. I think Santa Altar Lily. She's super cute. I usually, like, before I had the shelf, I used to bring her out like during Christmas because she's a Santa, but also she has a little bit tiny jeu that I fluff. Yeah, I used to have my Jean d'Arc and Jean Alter nendoroids, but I kind of sold them before I left because I wasn't like really feeling them, but I love my little Santa Lily one. So yeah, so that's the end of the Fate ones. We have our first Miku. Hi Miku. So this is Snow Miku circa, let me get you the year. This is Snow Miku 2021's Snow Miku. I also have another Miku around. We'll show you. But I think she's like maybe my, like, I'm not super into Vocaloids, but I just love the design, like her skirt and the tiny, like, I don't know, it's not a bunny that she comes with. She has like a little notebook and she's like very musical, and her like pigtails are so cute. The tiny ribbons, and her hat is like a clock. Hopefully you can see it. So yeah, this is Snow Miku 2021 version. I think it's called a glowing snow version or something. But yeah, I think like I have kept up with the Miku designs over the years, but I think this is still my favorite one. All right, so it might be a bit controversial, but on either side of Snow Miku, I have my boys from Dakaichi. I think the full name is, I don't know, it might be a little tough for me to pronounce, but I think it's like Dakeretai Otoko something imasu. Like I just call it Dakaichi. But yeah, we have our like boys from the BL. We have Azumaya Junta on one side. He's the one like cooking up a storm right there. And on the other side, we have our awesome Saijo Takoto-sama, who's having a nice little like ichigo cake. Very cute. I love this anime. I've also watched the movie. It is what it is. But yeah, I think they have like really cute androids, and I like love it. It's like my one guilty pleasure kind of anime. On the other side, we have the wonderful Sebastian Michaelis. I'm not really watching the new season of Black Butler at the moment, but I do love Sebastian, and it's also like not an android. I think it's like a Q-Posh or something. I think that's what it's called. It's not a nendoroid. And he has like his knife finger gloves thingy. Also has forks and stuff. Hopefully you can see it. All right, so on the other side of Takoto-san, we have Miyamura, who also has an Ichigo fruit cake. He also has his glasses. We have a cute little like stressed expression on his face. Obviously, this is Miyamura from Horimiya, one of my favorite romance animes out there. I have already kept up with the new season as well. Great side characters. But yeah, maybe my favorite anime couple. I think they're about like very healthy couple, not toxic. So yeah, that's Miyamura. All right, so coming down from Miyamura, we have, this is maybe a bit of a like a deep cut. This is Shunzo from Meiji Tokyo Renka. I don't know if a lot of people will actually recognize that. It's a game and also a anime. It's like, again, female harem, girl time travels, meets a bunch of dudes and learns to live in the time kind of, but then like super depressing ending. Like she gets back in time and then I don't think she ever goes back. So she doesn't get back to the dude she falls in love with. Which is so cute. I'm a girl, I like my romance anime, guys. So yeah, this is Shunzo from Meiji Tokyo Renka. Honestly, like, after I watched Meiji Tokyo Renka, I was even surprised that they had an android at all. So yeah, I don't think they have any other androids from the series. I don't know why they decided to make this one. He's not even the main guy, but it is what it is. And then on this side, we have, do you guys remember this one? The Millar Detective Balance Unlimited. Kanbei Daisuke. Like this anime was so huge a while back and then people just forgot about it. But I think it's a pretty cool one. He's sitting in his little chair. He has a little glass of champagne and his detective badge. Yeah, I think it's pretty cute. Kanbei Daisuke. In the middle, we have everyone's favorite feel-good show, Yurucamp. We have Shimarin and another Shiko. They're just having a nice little meal, camping. Rin's obviously with her firewood and her scooter. And Nadeshiko's obviously doing the cooking. So yeah, that is the last shelf on this IKEA Detolf dupe. But I do have a few other figures to show you guys around the house, so let's go. All right, so I want to start up top here. So this is Merlin from Fate Grand Order. This is a Sega figure. I just like impulse bought this at an anime convention. So it's not my most favorite one, but yeah, he's pretty sturdy. He's like super heavy too. So yeah, if you're looking for a, he's pretty cheap. So Sega figures are pretty cheap. So if you guys want to get a budget scale figure, go for it, I guess. All right, so the next one I have on my bookshelf is the Hatsune Miku Symphony version, 5th anniversary. There's actually a scale figure version of this too, which is like one of my top wish list ones. But we'll see if I ever get it. But I think this is maybe one of my more favorite collections. She's like beautifully balanced on the music box. Love the shading on her hair. And also the music box opens up, which is kind of cool. So yeah, Hatsune Miku, 5th anniversary Symphony Miku. The next two set of figures are like maybe one of my most prized possessions. Fruits Basket is one of my, is my most favorite shoujo anime. I don't think any series has ever topped it. I also have the entire limited edition manga set behind. But this is Chio and Yuki's Kotabukiya figures. I remember at one point like Chio's figure was going for like $300, which was crazy. But yeah, they're just chilling out here with their respective zodiac animals with the manga set. I think they look better here than inside the shelf. Also, this shelf has absolutely no more space. So yeah, let's move on to the last figure. Right, so the last figure in my collection has to be maybe censored a little bit, I'm not sure, but this is Chio from Ane Narumono, the unnameable bunny version. She's also one of my all-time favorite figures. She's my only bunny figure in my collection. I do want to eventually get more bunnies, but as I said before, she's a Pochi Sensei character. I also have the Ane Narumono manga. Controversial? Maybe not. But I love Chio and I love Pochi Sensei's art. Like, if you just take a look at the face, how good it is. And also the tail and everything. This is by Max Factory, by the way. This is a 1/7 scale. But it's so big for a 1/7 scale. And the base is pretty cool. Like, it's fuzzy and nice. So, yeah. This is the last figure in my collection. What a way to end. Alright, so if you guys have actually made it this far into the video, thank you so much for staying, listening to me ramble about anime figures. Leave in the comments if you guys want to see a video on what anime figures I'm excited about. I might not be buying them, but I love to talk about anime figures and I love to talk about any new designs that come out. And I'm always updating my wish list on MyFigureCollection. I'll leave my MyFigureCollection profile in the link below. Do go say hi there. Share your like top anime figure wish list. Leave your MyFigureCollection in the comments. I'll go take a look. I love looking at beautiful anime figure collections. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you do, because anime figures is a big passion of mine. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.